This is Adventure for Life. I'm Joel. Welcome to day 8 and the final day of the Ineos Grenadier Expedition Namibia. We are at Boma, is the name of the camp. And little bit, not quite up to the standards of the other two, but still very nice. Had a great dinner last night. We got here late because of how late it was, how long we stayed to watch the cheetahs last night. So anyway, there's a look. They got a nice little second floor viewing area. Anyway, it gives you a general idea of where we are. Beautiful place. Supposedly gonna maybe see some elephants today, maybe see some more black rhino. Time will tell on what we do. Gonna spend some time I think we got about 150 kilometers today. No, it was 300 kilometers today, 180 miles. I think we're supposed to spend the first roughly 100 miles of driving like what we've been doing, and then the rest of it will probably be on, tarmac, headed back to someplace close to Walvis Bay so that we can catch our flights tomorrow. Anyway, beautiful morning, not a drop of wind today, as you can see in that bush right there. Absolutely quiet and peaceful. Hear the birds singing in the distance, so we're gonna have a little breakfast and head out and see you out there on the road. Hello, hello, hello! Quick look at a little bit more of the camp. Again, that's that quote-unquote two-story one I showed you a second ago. That's the tent we stayed in. And there's the Grenadiers. The Shepherd's Trail. And the Land Cruiser safari vehicle. By the way, Ineos has bought a company, and possibly the company, that does those conversions for Land Cruisers, and they're going to convert that. They're going to start doing conversions for Grenadiers and expect to kind of take over that market because of, you see underneath there, in the back of that Land Cruiser, they have leaf springs, and it just doesn't give you anywhere near as good a ride as the Grenadier does. So they expect to take over and dominate that market, make up to 250 units a year, 20 a month. So it's an interesting up and coming market for Ineos. And here's the breakfast area, and obviously the view from Seine. A beautiful place, just like all the other places we've been to. We actually went down this path here this morning and walked kind of way off over here behind that little hill to have dinner, and it was a really cool place. So, okay, in the distance there is the Bruntsberg Mountains, and they're the tallest in the entire country of Namibia. We are in Damaraland, this general area, and it is dotted with these little trees here that you see called shepherd's tree. Anyway, this is what we're going to see for most of the morning, and it's quite beautiful. There again are the Bruntsberg Mountains. Okay, again, there's the Bruntsberg Mountains. We've come out into an open area here, so I thought I'd give you a look. How far are we seeing? I would think 50, 100 miles, at least. Anyhow, beautiful view. Got the sunrise. And this very rocky, arid countryside that we've been seeing. Okay, you see these white markers here. This is an airstrip they call it an air streep. Air S-T-R-E-P. But anyway, it has been interesting how many airstrips there have been, you know, out close to the lodges, obviously. Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous view from up here. Okay, we've stopped quickly here to let others catch up. There's been quite a few turns. And in the other places, you know, this is like a mountain range. The other places we've been, it's been like the mountains have kind of been spottily located or dotting the landscape, so to speak. So this is, I'm not saying it's the first mountain range, but looking like this with the small mountains in the foreground and the big ones in the background. Pretty place. Again, there's the tallest mountains in Namibia. So this is pretty cool here. You obviously see the mountains in front of us. But then when you get to right there on the right, the furthest one on the right, small, that's a sand dune. And that, no, that's not a sand dune right there. It's just got sand up against it. But this other is either a big, big, big sand dune, and I think it is, or it's a small mountain with lots of sand blown up against it. Again, beautiful, absolutely beautiful area. So we go from mountains and sky to elephant poop. Anyway, the reason we stopped here is that you obviously can see that there are elephants in this area, and we specifically stopped here because you can see here the elephant suntan lotion. You see those little striations there. That's the evidence of the trunk, and you can see the kind of curling motion where they pick up the sand and throw it on their back and whatnot. And you see this similar thing here, and obviously we'll get past where the human tracks are, and you can see the individual print of the elephant. So these elephants, you know, were here just hours ago, and obviously you see a set of tracks here and you see a set of tracks there, and so there were at least two of them together. So there are elephants obviously in this area. Yeah, another track that you can catch here, that's the Oryx track, and it's running, I'm going the opposite direction. It's actually going this way, because you can see where the dirt's piled up behind it, and there's a water hole up here just about a mile away.